Which sentence has an incorrect form of a verb? A. Sentence 1, B. Sentence 5, C. Sentence 8, or D. Sentence 10. Verbs tell us a lot about when a sentence takes place. For example, I went to school tells us this event took place in the past, I go to school tells us it's happening currently, and I will go happens in the future. With this in mind, let's go through our choices and see if the verb tenses match up with when their sentences are taking place. A. Sentence 1. The artist, who now goes by Laulu NYC or simply Laulu, has a style that stands out mostly because of his willingness to use anything or anyone as a canvas. The usage of the word now tells us we'll be in the present tense. And indeed, we see our verb, goes, is in the present tense, as is the verb stands. As this sentence uses correct verb forms, this can be marked as incorrect. B. Sentence 5. Now, ahead of World Malaria Day on Sunday, the visual artist is using that style to help raise awareness for one of the world's deadliest diseases. Again, we see a now indicating to us that the verbs in this sentence should be in the present. And again, we see our verb using is in the present. This can be marked as incorrect. C. Sentence 8. Malaria is a mosquito-borne disease that is most prevalent in Africa, with Laulu's home country of Nigeria accounting for almost a quarter of the more than 400,000 people that died from the disease each year. Because the sentence tells us that 400,000 people die each year, we can see that this situation is continuous. We're not just talking about one isolated past incident. Therefore, we use the base form of the verb, die, to indicate this action is continuous. For another example, we say, I go to work every day when the action is continuous, but I went to the movies yesterday when the action has a clear end. In this case, if it were only referring to the statistic from one specific year, we would say 400,000 people died in 2017. But because the sentence tells us that this is ongoing, the correct verb form would be 400,000 people die each year. Based on this, we can see that this is likely our answer, but we can take a look at choice D just to be sure. D. Sentence 10. Malaria has taken so many lives in my country, he says. It continues to be a stumbling block for a lot of us. And just to know that this is preventable, for me, it's a worthy cause. We see two tenses being used in this sentence. Past, to describe the lives malaria has taken, and present, to describe how it affects us today. In both cases, the verb forms of has taken and continues to be are appropriate in their contexts, which means this can be marked off, and our original answer, choice C, can be marked as our final answer.